Alright guys, got a set of these Reynolds Strike SLG wheels. These are tubeless ready. Keep hearing a lot of people talking about tires are too hard to get off of these wheels, or Continental tires are too tight on these wheels. I've seen guys talking about having to call and get sagged back because they can't get the tire off the wheel to change a flat. Something everybody should be able to do on the side of the road. So right now what I got on here is a Continental GP Force 25 millimeter. This is what came on my new Canyon Air Road. I'm going to put a Continental GP 4000 S2 in 28 millimeter. I've been wanting to try that tire out, see if I can fit that on the rear of my bike, get a little bit better ride. But I figured while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that it is not difficult to get tires on and off these wheels. It's just the process that you're using. I have the Reynolds R4s as well. These are the same profile, 25 millimeter wide wheels, tubeless ready. It's the same process with those. I've had no issues, but apparently some people are, and it's all in what you're doing. So right now this tire is pumped up about 110 psi. It's fully seated. Being that I don't have a flat right now, I need to get the air out, and with these valve extensions, I'm just going to take a Allen wrench, hex key, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and let the air out. Alright, so from there, what you're going to want to do is, I'm going to try to get a best view as I can on this, is you're going to want to take this tire and you're going to pinch it and pull this tire off the bead of the rim. So when it's seated up here, because this is a tubeless ready wheel, it's designed to have a very good seat on those tubeless tires. So you're going to need to go all the way around, get this entire tire off. And what you're wanting to get at with this in the end is that down in the center of the wheel, and I'll show you when I get this off, the center part of this wheel is a deeper section than up here where that bead hooks on. So that's going to give you that little bit of extra room that you need in order to get this tire off a lot easier. So we're going to flip it around, do the same thing. See how it's still kind of stuck up here? I'm going to give it some push in there. Now it takes a little bit of force. It's nothing unreasonable, but it is going to take a little bit of effort. It's not going to slide right off, but again, that's what it's designed to do. So we're going to go all the way around. And we're good. So, what we're going to do next, just got a couple basic Park Tool tire levers here. We're going to get in underneath the tire, pull that one, hook that on. Now, some people do this different. Some people like to go a little bit further down, pull the tire off there. What I like to do is once I have that hooked and that's in place, I put my second tire lever in right next to it, and I just slide it down. Now this is I don't know if I've already said it, this is a Continental GP Force. This is a 25 millimeter wheel, or I'm sorry, 25 millimeter tire. So I've got that off, it's all around. Now generally if I'm out on the side of the road, I'm just going to pull my tube out, make sure there's no glass, thorns, anything in here, put my new tube in. But like I said, since we're going to put a new tire on, we're just going to basically go from the start. I'm going to roll this over the edge right here. Once you get this started, the rest should come right off. Alright, so we got that done. Now, I'm going to take this out for just a minute, because what I like to do when I'm putting a new tire in is I like to put just a little bit of air in the tube to make sure that it's holding the shape of the tire. That way when you go to put your new tire on, it's not trying to escape out the edge. Nothing more fun than realizing you don't have the tube underneath the entire tire, and then go to pump it up and hear what sounds like a gunshot, and it scares the crap out of your girlfriend and the dogs upstairs, and everybody's freaking out. So put a little bit of air in that inner tube. Now this first one should go on pretty easy. If it's not, oh, like I said, I was going to show you. You can see how the center of this wheel is deeper by a decent amount. Let's see if I can get up. You can kind of see at the bottom how much deeper it is down there at the bottom. So, get this back on here. Go all the way around. And again, this is a brand new GP 4000 28 millimeter. This has never been ridden, just got it today. I'm actually buying it to test fit, see if it's going to fit on my bike. So I'm just going to get this centered just because I don't like the labels to be off from where the valve hole is. Alright, so we have our inner tube, got a little bit of air in it, not a lot, just enough to hold its shape. Oh, come on. Alright. I'm going to start tucking that in there. Now, the majority of this is going to go pretty quick. It's going to be the ending where you're going to have the little bit of tightness where you're going to want to pump that, push that tire down into the center of the wheel. Alright, so we got most of that. Alright, now it's tight because if you look, this tire is just barely on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of hold up here, kind of put some tension on the tire so that you're kind of pulling the tire up to where your hand's at. But you're going to want to just go around to the same pinch move. You get that beat of that tire all the way down into the center. Got a little bit more there. It's coming. Alright. Roll that over. This might take 1 or 2 times going around the tire, but you really need to make sure the entire tire is down in that center section. What you do, yeah, there it's starting to go, and it's on. So what we're going to do now is give it a little bit of air, and we're going to only put in about 30 pounds to start, just because I want to make sure that the tube's not sticking through the wheel and the tire. I'll say 20 pounds there. We're going to go around and check. I don't see anything there. No tube sticking out. No tube sticking out there. So I'll go ahead and pump this up the rest of the way. You're going to hear those pops. That's that bead sitting on the wheel. Probably hear a couple more here in a second. There we go. All right. And make sure this is spinning. Don't have any wobbles on it. And that's it. Again, these are the Reynolds Strike SLG. These are the tubeless ready wheels. And there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or shoot me a message, and I'll give you any hints that I can. Enjoy.